We basically operate a fully licensed music venue. We've got 2 stages. We do live music across tribute shows, cover bands, and we also do original and local-based music. We were doing a little bit of videoing, and obviously once COVID hit, we decided that we'd like to extend that and obviously make it a lot bigger and better than what it was.
So the P200 cameras that we got from BirdDog, they work really well with the PTZ keyboard that we have. We actually have multiple set around the venue, so we've got 4 at different vantage points, basically just giving us different shot selections. You can pan, you can tilt, you can zoom, you can do all that really cool stuff with them. The picture that you get from the BirdDog cameras is just, it's crisp, it's clean, the colours are reproduced so well. It's just, the quality on these things is incredible. The way that you use these things, everything is streamlined, so you've got everything under your fingers. You really can't go wrong with these cameras.
We had a problem. We wanted to increase the production value of our live streams at the performance horse events that we stream all over the United States without the increased cost of extra help, camera people, hotels, cables, running power cords, and all the headaches that come with adding additional cameras. That's when a colleague of mine introduced me to the BirdDog P200. He showed me that with one Cat5 cable connected over NDI over the network, he could control, receive video, and power that camera, all with one cable. Since then, we have now added 3 BirdDog P200s, the new PH120, as well as 2 BirdDog Studios, bringing them all over the NDI network with one input into our vMix production. This has been huge to help keep cables and help to a minimum, help keep our costs down and increase the production value for our client, which was our ultimate goal. As we travel from show to show, sometimes we only have a couple of hours to get set up. So having the ability to set each camera up with just one cable and not have to source out power outlets, power cords and everything else that goes along with it, it helped keep our setup time to a minimum while still allowing us to add more cameras for the production. The quality of the camera and the footage is incredible, and being able to control all these over the NDI network with one input makes it a no-brainer for us to use the BirdDog products. With the ability to place these cameras virtually anywhere, it allows us to bring in more camera angles and give us more freedom to place those cameras where we need them the most, whether it's an interview on the side of the arena or the action from up above or down below. We can capture any angle with minimum cables. When one of my dogs chewed through a cable, I emailed BirdDog to see if I could get a replacement cable. Within minutes, they emailed me back and said that they were sending a new replacement cable to the location we were at. It did not affect our production one bit. Thank you, BirdDog. At Performance Horse Central, we're always looking for new ways, better ways to increase our production. BirdDog has helped us do that and bring that quality to our clients. BirdDog, thank you very much. We couldn't do it without you.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is really quiet for me for some reason. It's because my audio is low. Okay, so sorry about the late start. I had to do 2 videos just to get all set up here. So we're good now. I gotta stop my watch that's been going off like crazy because today is another Snacks on Stream. And we want to be sure that Beep Chirp, who is here in the chat already, is aware that that's what's happening here today. So we have been sent a whole bunch of stuff from Beep Chirp, and I've just got the noodles made up here. And so I'm going to actually like add the pack of stuff right now. Let's get all this in here. Also need to check my stream. Yeah, make sure that you can hear it. If it's it seems really quiet to me. Is it quiet on the show? Let me look at my phone. I guess I should just look at a source and see. This computer sometimes does weird things, so yeah, I haven't added the pack of stuff, which is right here. So we're gonna do that in a hot second. As soon as I can log into Twitch. I can do this on my iPad. Fun fact, by the way, I found out the Microsoft Teams app was causing my phone to crash. I don't know what that's all about, but it is a Microsoft app running on a iPhone. So maybe that's what's going on? I'm not too sure. But yeah. Okay, and the authenticator app. Resend via text. Oops. Show keyboard. Oh my goodness, this is brutal. Hey, yeah, so, hey, kill the music. It's a bit loud. Okay, Phil. Got it. Oh, you know what? It's probably this. Alright, is that any better? That should be better. Yeah, I'm messing with... I'll turn this down a few dBs here. So, yeah. Alright, that should be better. Better, Phil says. Okay, cool. Hey, while these noodles are warm, I want to pour this weirdo stuff in here. So, first I'm going to add this strange red liquid. I think that this is the spicy stuff that really messes with your insides. So here we go. It was suggested this morning that I do this on camera. It really does not look appealing, initially, at least. Whew. Yeah, you definitely smell that spice in the office all of a sudden. I'm not going to lick my fingers yet. And then this is Cabanera, a natural and artificial cheese flavor today. So today we are going again with a generous donation from, oh, it looks like Parmesan, from our friend Beep Chirp. And so now we're going to mix this in a bit and give it a go. I'm going to move this spicy thing over there because it's going to cause problems. I also have coffee today and no milk. So I'm getting, maybe I'm getting curtains or getting really dumb with all this. But looking at the ingredients, it appears that this is the one-time spicy with flavoring. So with like a cheese or something like that. And today, in about 8 minutes or 7 minutes, we're gonna dig in here. So I'm gonna mix this up. The noodles are definitely a little different this time. I didn't overcook them, so they're not like weird. But yeah, can't wait. Can't wait. All right, let's check out Restream real quick. I'm gonna jump over to the chat, see what you guys are talking about. The cheese ramen, yes. I can still hear you over your music. Okay, that's good. Did you bring out the bottle of extra cheese sauce stuff? I didn't. The guys have that, and I need to bring that on the show. I'll show those on Thursday because Beep Chirp sent us 3 bottles. There's like a cheese one, which is this purple or this pink package. And then he sent us the 1-time spicy and the 2-time spicy, just the straight sauce, which I don't know in what universe you would want to add that to anything other than this meal. But, yeah, there you go. Who knows? Good times, man. Really appreciate you keeping this show exciting for everyone. So, good times. Oh, all right. So I'm going to adjust my look here. That's actually like really close. I don't like that shot. I like this one better. So we're going to go with this one today while we enjoy the cheesy South Korean ramen. Now, you got to be careful eating these because not only are they spicy, but they're like 550 calories a bag and really crazy in the sodium realm, which most ramen is. And so, yeah. Wow, such a API 2.0 video. So great. Yeah. That video will probably never be. I don't see them making it. API 2.0 is basically out with the LTS firmware, so. Hey, what's going on, Allie? Phil, thanks, man. Thanks for jumping in here. I don't think it's as spicy as 1-times. Oh, okay. Well, we'll find out, I guess. Use close-up preset for comedic effect only. Not a bad idea. Love it. All right, so yeah, just gonna keep stirring this a bit because there's some liquid in the bottom that's being absorbed, and that's what the instructions say. I guess. Yeah. So put liquid sauce and cheese powder, stir well, leave 8 tablespoons of water remaining, and so as it sits, it definitely absorbs some of that liquid. Yeah. So we're gonna give that a go now. On camera, it definitely looks pretty much the same as the 1-time did a couple of weeks ago. So, yeah, the first time we did this challenge was, 2 weeks ago on a Tuesday? And, yeah, that was spicy. Oh, I should also mention, Balu and BirdDog Brighton are both in the office today, and they are going to eat this at the same time that I eat it. So they've made a bowl, and I don't know if they're sharing it or if they're having their own, but they have a bowl each, and yeah, they're gonna enjoy it with me. So that's exciting stuff. Beep Chirp says that it's not as spicy as the 1-time, so you may not need to be as scared as we initially thought, but enjoy, Balu. Share. Okay, they're gonna share a bowl, so they're gonna get like 2 spoons and sit around the table. No, I'm kidding. I brought extra bowls today so that everybody could partake if they wanted to. Senseless is working from home because of just some sickness and whatever, so he's being prudent about that and answering all of your North American tickets from home. And I brought coffee today, so all about that. My kids are on spring break, so I've been leaving the house later than I like to just because they're a handful. So kudos to their teachers who deal with that every day. But yeah, so this morning I was a little disorganized, and that is part of the reason why gather around the campfire. That's part of the reason why the show started so late. I was in here 45 minutes early, and then I got doing stuff and answering tickets and talking to people, and all of a sudden we had 3 minutes to go. So I'm just going to need to set my timers a little more appropriately. Anyway, super busy. We started receiving a whole bunch of shipments for NAB. All of the gear that we're going to have at the booth is starting to arrive. In particular, just the infrastructure stuff. So like all the wiring and all of the things for the racks and all that stuff. It's all showing up. So that's cool. But it's starting to take over the lobby. So it's not a huge office space. It will be okay to store some units for 3 weeks. And then we got to ship it out of here because NAB, we're going to be boots on the ground in Vegas on the 19th. And on the 20th, we're going to start putting that booth together. So it's all going to be there before that. I'm really excited about it. It's a lot of work, and it's distracting me from all the regular conversations that happen. But I think NAB is going to be a lot of fun. And I've already heard from a handful of folks who are also going to be there and going to see us at the booth. So looking forward to running into you. If you're planning on being there, hopefully you can make it. And if not, keep hanging out with us here on the live support stream. That'd be great. Alrighty, so let me take a quick look at what's happening here. All right, we got a handful of folks here today for this. This is starting to thicken up, so that's cool. Don't mind that. I'm going to move my keyboard out of the way. And, yeah, we're going to dig into this in just a couple of seconds, so let this finish up here. 11:15. That'll be when it happens. I don't know, like the one-time spicy wasn't brutal. After I ate 2/3 of it, I was like, all right, I'm done eating this. The two-time spicy, the one-time spicy, right? That's what I said. One-time spicy, I was all right. Two-time spicy, I had to fight through that one. So I'm looking forward to a flavor other than just burning. It tastes like burning. So looking forward to that. And yeah, should be good. All right, it's 11:15. So here we go. Did that even come through on the stream? Yeah, I guess it did. Okay, good. All right, here we go. So 11:15. We'll switch over to my other shot here real quick before we do this. Okay. And maybe some close-ups for comedic value, according to Mr. Untitled. All right. I did not cut these noodles or break them up. They came out in like a nice little disc, and so I didn't really want to ruin it. But it also means that the noodles are like insanely long. So wish me luck, folks. Here comes the first bite, and it's a doozy. Interesting. We're ready. That has a kick. It's a decent kick to it. Definitely got that spicy sauce on there. The cheese changes it up though. That's a different pack of ramen. Yeah. You know, I don't mind that. If you can get past your tongue about to fall off, it's not as spicy as last week's. That's not bad. Yeah, I don't mind that. This is the pink package of Bulldog Spicy Ramen from South Korea. And it's the cheese flavored. This is something that you wouldn't have to force me to eat. Yeah, it's not too bad. Whew. Good taste. Still spicy. But not as bad as the one time, yeah. There's a burn, but it's not bad. They rated it at 2,400. One time they rated it at 4,400. Good golly. Yeah. Where do you get those ratings? I would love to find out what the other packages are. That was a big bite. Yeah. I should also preface, I don't like the mouth burning part. Fair enough. I haven't eaten anything today. This is the first physical food that I've put in my stomach. So, you really get the full effect, I think, other than coffee. Yeah. I mean, it's definitely spicy. 2 is rated at 10,000 Scovilles. Is it Scovilles or what is it? Yikes. Yeah, that one was just like eat through the paint. By the way, I tried 2 times spicy last week and shared it with some friends. He definitely did. My mouse is dying. And there's video evidence of his friends eating them. They call it chew, but I think it's just straight Scovilles. Okay. Okay. Well, you know, this isn't just like instant pain. It's actually halfway decent. It is hot, but I've had like hotter chicken wings. Which is a segment we're going to do on this show, by the way. And certainly, the 1 and 2 times spicy were definitely hotter than this. So, there it is. Finished. Boom. That was all right. That wasn't too bad. Hey, if you're looking for spicy food, become friends with Beef Chirp. Because that guy likes to intentionally torture himself. That coffee doesn't cut the spice, though. Not like the milk did. Yes, there is video evidence that BirdDogJon shared some with friends, and in particular a guy that really likes... this guy who really likes spicy food basically ate it. No problem. Well, said it was spicy, but he ate more of it than any of them, and probably more than I ate. But yeah. Whoa, I got like sauce all over the place here. I was getting into that meal. Okay, cool. Yeah, that burn. It's there. So, the bag of Mexican candies. Has Balu or anyone tried any of those? I don't think so. We could do those on Thursday. Get out a variety. At least do a taste test on a handful. It doesn't appear that there's any real rhyme or reason what those candies are. Man, that burn lingers. That's for sure. But it's manageable, for sure. All right, so yeah, let's give this review. That took me a grand total of 6 minutes. That's not too bad. Yeah, the Brazilian soda was well received. Yes, so far. And I want to do that on Thursday for sure. So here's the review, folks. This is basically spicy ramen South Korean noodles. The spice that goes on them is not as powerful as the one-time spicy, but it's still there. It's definitely not a... If you're not a fan of spicy food, you will probably have a problem with this. But I'm quite happy with the way that turned out. And it is warm. I'm not fighting it like I was last week, like the 2-time spicy. And I was able to finish the whole bowl. So as you can see here, it's all done up. What is going on with my audio? Oh. I'm having like issues with my mouse, and I'm wondering if that's what's causing this to like eat up processes on the computer. I will close down some unnecessary tabs. Yes. Close. Yes. Whew. Yeah, that was manageable. And it's pretty good. Not too bad. I would, if you like something hot, but not burn your face off hot, check out the pink package of Bulldek spicy ramen. And yeah, it's like a cheese sauce that gets made up. It looks almost like Parmesan, but as you mix it with the liquid, it absorbs the remainder of those 8 tablespoons of water. Yeah, it definitely gives you something to eat, that's for sure. So, hey, thanks, Beef Chirp. Really appreciate that, man. This is great. Thanks for continuing to keep this show interesting, regardless of what other content we have planned. So, yeah, thumbs up. I'd eat that again. That's not so bad. The other ones I probably won't eat again, but this one, potentially, yeah. We'll see how long it stays around in the office. We've got some people that like spicy food in our lives, so yeah, there may be that. Okay. So, Michael Graves, what's going on? Welcome back. Sounds packet It is. Hey, I guess NDI has settled down enough that we don't need to talk about it anymore. It's true. If you have nothing to say, then yeah, it's definitely gone quiet. And hey, I'm just happy to create a community around food. I mean, I'm all about that. I definitely have to like cut out my lunch in order to handle this level of calorie intake. So I go easy in the mornings. I eat this, and then like late in the afternoon, I'll have something else to kind of tie me over till I get home to eat dinner. But yeah, it's a solid 500 plus calories, and if I drink my coffee, we'll be all right. Oh, by the way, this show not brought to you by Ember Mugs. Join the Ember Mug Club for $200, and you too can be as cool as me, and no cooler. Maybe it should be as hot as me. Anyway, yeah, so we're moving along here. NAB has really kind of taken over my life. We got another meeting tomorrow night about that. So it's building up in the back of my throat. But hey, if you're having trouble keeping your sinuses clean, check out a spicy ramen from South Korea. That's where it's at. All right, I'm gonna move this bowl out of the road now and get back to actually running the show, because I'm actually conscious at this point and could take NDI questions if you have any. Happy to do that. Happy that you're joining us here today. We've got a handful of people across Twitch and YouTube. I like the YouTube format now, so we're going to move to BirdDog Live support. That's kind of what I'm going to call it. It used to be BirdDog Twitch, but Twitch banned me a little while ago, and I learned how to live life without them. And so we're still streaming on Twitch. If that's your choice, preferred platform, no problem. We'll still be there. But YouTube's definitely where it's at. It's where I'm going to post, you know, the snippets of our snacks on streams, any sort of PSA stuff, anything that we do on this show that's BirdDogJon specific will show up on that channel. So subscribe to me over there and hit the bell icon and whatever they say. You don't have to do any of that, but do subscribe, and that'll help me out big time. You can also follow us on Twitch. They'll let you know when we go live, usually, depending on your notification settings. So, yeah, there's lots of ways to make sure that you're connected with us. I do want to try and do some stuff. I do want to try and do some stuff at NAB if I have time. And anything that I record over there, I will post to YouTube. So I don't think, now that I'm a non-affiliate with Twitch, there's no way for me to upload stuff to Twitch. So for all of the content that we're going to do in April, yeah, that will all show up on YouTube. Either the official, like we're doing interviews, and I'm one of the interviewers. And so anything that we record will show up on the BirdDog YouTube page probably, so stay tuned there. And then anything that I do, you know, as BirdDogJon, I will post on my page. So there's lots to see, lots of cool stuff. A lot of people walk around with cameras with, you know, selfie sticks and whatever. So it won't be weird for me to do that. Well, it might be weird, but it won't be out of the ordinary for people to see me doing that. It will definitely be new for me. But yeah, we're gonna do some stuff over there, and I'll be there for a week. So yeah, there'll be hopefully some time. When the show kicks off, don't look for any uploads on Monday, because that Sunday afternoon and Monday are just gonna be like an insane level of talking and chatter. But then Tuesday usually backs off a bit, and then Wednesday is a half day, and I fly out on a red eye on Wednesday. So, you know, there should be some stuff, hopefully. But we'll be taking the booth apart on Wednesday as well, so there'll be some deconstruction videos, hopefully. And what I want to do is, if my network configuration works as I plan it to, I want to do a brief overview while we're taking it apart to kind of show you how it is that we have it set up, and then I can show you how it's configured here. So, nice, feeling accomplished. Did you finish? Balu, did you finish the... That's impressive, because you are not a spicy fan. Well done. I will attest that in about 10 minutes, it will just be a low burn. It will not be won't be uncomfortable. So there you go. The coffee is not helping. It's hot liquid on spicy. Yeah, no, it's not helping. But yeah, good work. Okay, so one of the most uncomfortable things is that my office is kind of turning into a bit of a sty, and I don't like. Seriously, this hang on. Let me see if I can fix the audio. Check 1 2. All right. I think we came back. I kind of wish I was going to NAB. I did that for 20 years. This is going to be an interesting year because it's going to be like a make or break year, I think. BirdDog's going all out. I mean, this is the biggest booth I think they've ever had at NAB. And it's in a prime spot on the floor, which I'm really stoked about. I think that's so cool. And the design is really neat too. So there's that. That's not an audio glitch, folks. That's my real voice doing that. Let's jump over to the NAB Las Vegas website. And I can do you one better here. Let's throw this up here once it's loaded. Okay, so here we go. All right, hopefully you can see and hear me all right still. So this is the NAB website, the exhibits section. So we're going to go to floor plan. Now this site doesn't get updated quite as much as I wish it did, but we can just type in our keyword, BirdDog. We've had this booth for quite a while now, so it's been a month or so. Yeesh. Look at that. She's a beaut. Huge. It's a double booth. Huge booth. And we're in Central Hall. Seriously, so stinking cool. So yeah, walk down the main stretch in Central Hall, and when you see Canon on one side, do a 180, and we're just behind that one set of booths. We're right in the middle of this creation core, but we're at the top of the stairs, which is a similar place. I think the year before we were over here maybe, because I have a picture of me walking towards the stairs, and I turned around like Lot's wife, and I looked back at the burning city. I did not turn into a pillar of salt, but I took a picture, and you can just see the BirdDog logo kind of up above other booths. We had this really tall booth, and I took a picture as I was walking out and going to my Uber? No, Lyft. I was getting a Lyft back to the airport. Good stuff. So yeah, hey, come check us out if you're going to be at NAB. There we are. That's going to be our location. Man, I'm excited. My reputation is a little bit on the line here, so I'm excited and nervous, but it should be good. Lyft? Yeah. Have you worried yet? Wait, Wordled? Sorry, I thought that said, have you worried yet today? Yes and no. Worried and Wordle? Yeah, no. Yeah, Lyft, I like Lyft better, but that's just me. And that's actually partially due to what Balu has said to me at one point, so he's driven for both of them. All right. So yeah, NAB floor, super excited. I think that's going to be great. Yeah, Michael, I wish you were going to NAB this year too. That'd be great to see you. So Balu is not only on Discord, but he's as well on Twitch. I really I drove for both, but I like Lyft better. There you go. I'm always interested to know what people have experiences with, guys that work for the companies and stuff, so that stuff's valuable to me. What did I miss here? I missed something. First bowl in the Clean Bowl Club. Yes. Seriously. Hey, don't forget that you have the actual fruit-flavored Vasiricos. Yes, the watermelon is here and mango. Looking forward to that. Yeah, thanks so much for sending those over. I like watermelon a lot. And mango, we don't buy it just because my wife doesn't like mango, but I like mango. So you've picked two great options for... Let's do those on Thursday. So if you want to come back to witness me have more of these Vasiricos. Oh, and I want to have the Brazilian soda that was sent, which gets good reviews. Next week, we have green cola on the list. So don't miss next week. NAB 91, 95 through 2013 and then 2015. It's been a while. You should... There's no way you can make it? Ooh, which soda? Which soda is it? Balu, do you remember? Let me know. Thursday's show will be candy. Boom. Thankfully, I have guys in this office that can help me get this stuff organized. And like yesterday, so full disclosure, Beep Chirp sent us like a half a dozen of these like different flavors of stuff. It must have costed a fortune because online they look expensive. So thanks, man. I mean, first of all, yeah, awesome. Thank you so much. But we had to decide which one we were going to do today. So I had BirdDog Brayton numbered them in his own head and then said, okay, pick a number between 1 and 5. And I had my Google Assistant pick a random number. And so she picked 2, and that was today's flavor, Cabanera Spicy Cheese. Yeah, so it was good. We have 2 sodas. Looking forward to my 14th NAB this year. Yeah, Phil. Man, it has been since January of 2020 since you and I have been in the same room. And I think that goes for a lot of people, actually, around the world. But yes, I'm looking forward to being at NAB with you as well. So Brayton or Balu, which sodas do we have? Okay, one is called Green Cola, naturally sweetened. The other is called the Brazilian Original, Guarana Antarctica. Can recommend. Okay. If you need the Brazilian soda recommendation, there we go. So that is the one we have. You know, maybe it'll be our new go-to. Let's do a little recon. And by the way, I need to, well, all right, hang on. Well, Brazilian soda. Whoa. Be careful when you type Brazilian into Amazon. All right, here we go. Okay, this is reasonably priced. It's about $1.08 per can. If you get a 2-pack, wait a minute, that's ounces. Okay, so this looks good. They are in the refrigerator. Pack of 12, which is what we have. We got carbonated water, sugar, citric acid, natural flavoring, preservatives, sodium benzenate, potassium sorbate, sorbate, and then something extract and caramel color, and then there's a legal disclaimer. So that always makes me wonder. I don't know how to listen to that. It's good stuff, Bali says. I drank that every day down there. Nice. Hello from the newest bird dog guy. Oh, it's Monty. What's going on, Monty? All right, so we have hired some new fellas in the U.S. or in North America. I'm not sure if everybody's in the U.S. But Monty is a bird dog employee that started Monday, right? You started on Monday? And he's going to be at NAB. And so I just set up his account. We're figuring out his Microsoft Teams stuff. But yeah, Monty is a new employee, and so welcome, man. Thanks so much. Finally, we get to officially chat. You can talk to us through the air horn. Yeah, you're right. What am I thinking? Monty's on board. We appreciate that. We're really excited to have you around, man. Welcome to the BirdDog support stream, which is I don't know about. I haven't really provided any support today, but then again, it's mostly whatever comes in. So yeah, welcome to the team. BirdDog Phil is on the line, so he's here, one of your fellow sales guys. And typically CJ and Jake are around. They may be hanging out in the background, or they may be, busy doing stuff. I know they're in New York recently, so that may be what's going on. But yeah, welcome. We're excited to have you on board and excited to meet you in a couple of weeks. So that'll be great. The support office is in Michigan, so if you ever want to take a road trip, you're welcome to come on over. We can set you up with at least a place to sit and a whole bunch of spicy ramen from South Korea. So there's that to look forward to. But otherwise, we'll see you at NAB. It's pretty exciting. Okay, so Monty says, hello. I will send you an assortment of foods and drinks from New Mexico. Ooh, that is tempting. I mean, by all means, ship it up here. Beep Chirp has filled the pantry over in our little kitchenette. So we're going to have to do a little... Maybe we could find IKEA shelves where we could organize it and have all the food stored in a halfway decent place. Because there's food in the office now. Usually Balu goes out and buys a few things and hey, there's some chips in there or whatever. And that's what we've had for months. And now Beep Chirp has gotten on this, let's see John sweat it out online. And so he sent us a ton of stuff, and there's we don't have to bring lunches for at least 3 weeks. And a couple of these guys won't eat spicy food, so yeah, it might be around for a while. To try and justify this being a BirdDog stream, what's the most interesting bug report that you received recently? Interesting bug report. Well, there's this constant struggle. I don't know if it's interesting. It's more maddening than anything. But I need to talk to somebody directly from Blackmagic. And the reason why is it seems that there is no... They don't source their components from the same place. And the reason why I say this is because, on my confidence monitor, it's a 12G SDI Blackmagic, 7-inch screen, video assist. And it works with everything I throw at it. Everything. Every BirdDog product, I connect to it. And if I know that the BirdDog product is working, it works. And so it's a great test tool because it's boom, SDI is working, HDMI is working, on to the next thing. It even has audio meters. It even has waveforms. It even has a whole bunch of stuff. I love this little monitor, which, I should take this to NAB. I love this little monitor just because it does the 3x3 grid, and so I can make sure that I'm generally in the middle of the shot. And that's super helpful. It also does show if we're testing audio over SDI or something like that, it shows audio meters. Yeah, it's really helpful. The parts I don't understand though is their video switchers. Those are not these HDMI ports. And the Constellation, is that a thing? I forget if that's the name of it. Blackmagic Constellation. Yeah, this thing. ATEM Constellation 8K. So the HDMI ports that are on this thing are not the same that are on this video assist, because sometimes they don't work with some of our products. Some of our products, not all of them, some of them. And I can't figure out. We can confirm that the the BirdDog is outputting over HDMI, but when they plug it into the Constellation, it doesn't work. And I'm constantly scratching my head as to what what could that be? Because it doesn't appear to be any sort of EDIT issue, or it doesn't appear to be a formatting issue. And again, we've gotten cameras, flex ins and whatever, or flex outs here at the office and tested them, and they operate just as we expect them to. But then we ship them back and people plug them into this monstrosity and it doesn't work, or it incorrectly shows the image or something like that. So I don't, and the other problem that I have is that I don't know how to support that, right? Because I can prove that my product is working, but you can't go to the customer and be like, well, it's your problem, or go contact Blackmagic. Well, you could, but that would be kind of a shady thing to do, because anyway, but it does appear that the ports on, again, we can get the BirdDog products here in the office and put it on a Blackmagic device, but evidently it is not the same. It's not built with the same components as the Constellation's built with, so it negates the actual testing process, because I can prove my device works, but I can't prove what's going on with the Blackmagic. So it's a little confusing, that's for sure. And it's like, what do you say to the customer? But like, how do you support that, right? As an AK device, that must have newer gen HDMI I/O hardware. I don't know. I mean, it must, but it might not. What's the price on this thing? How do you find a reseller? Where's B&H? Let's just pull them up. Keycode Media, B&H Photo. What does a Constellation cost? Blackmagic. A lot of streamers use these stream decks. These Blackmagic Design A10 Mini Pros. There's a lot of churches that use these too. Constellation is 10,000. Yikes. This little switcher, I know a lot of congregations that use these, and Churchfront, Jake from Churchfront, recommends them, and so a lot of people look to him for gear. They're not flawless when it comes to connecting to all devices across everything. So we've had some tickets in about the A10 Mini Pro having issues with HDMI, and again, I throw it on the 12G Blackmagic and it works fine. Then we put it on an A10 Mini and something's up, It's just a simple little video switcher that you can call cameras and switch to them and whatever. I like the concept, but I also like OBS for those smaller installation jobs. So there's that. So the MSRP on the Constellation is $10,000. Good to know. I really should probably get one of these HyperDeck Studio, HDMI minis, because we get a lot of questions about those too, unfortunately. And just about everything I plug into the HyperDeck Studio Mini works except for the BirdDog, and then we get the BirdDog back here and we plug it into all our stuff and it works. And so it's like, wonder what that could be, But that goes a little bit deeper than what we've had an opportunity to really go after. So again, time, money, all those things take precedence. But one of these days we'll have a proper test studio with everybody's product under the sun. Really, what we should start doing is taking surveys of our customer base about what products they use. Select all the products that you have in your production suite and list all the Blackmagic stuff, all of the live view stuff, Wirecast, vMix, and get a good snapshot of who our user base is, and whether that's just off of Facebook or that's on Facebook and Discord or whatever. We can definitely start taking a few more surveys so that we know what products that we should source and make sure that at least our QA guy or the engineers have at their disposal. Now, I do know that the engineers have a lot of products kind of in the office, but I don't have like a comprehensive list as to what exactly does everybody have. So, oh, we've had these Blackmagic pocket cinema cameras showing up in tickets, so people are buying these things and putting flex ins on top of them. So drop a little hot shoe on there, and then again, Jake from Churchfront, he recommends these, or at least he's talked about them, just because he likes how simple they are. 6K, that might be pushing it in terms of what the average congregation is going to be doing. They're probably lucky to run 1080p, more likely scaled down to 720. But for $2,500, if you're serious about getting into the camera game and you want to use it for not only service production, but like if you're making video bumpers and all that stuff, this would be a good investment for a congregation. And it uses the Canon EF frame, which is interesting. This looks like a Canon camera. I wonder if Canon is the OEM on it. And yeah, it definitely looks like one of mine, but it has, it definitely looks like a Canon. I have Canon cameras at home, but it clearly looks like a Canon camera. But yeah, it would be great to eventually take a look at this. Maybe I should swing by put on like an incognito shirt or something and go by the Blackmagic booth and play around with some of this stuff at NAB on Tuesday. Oh, Victor's Lab, what's going on? Hey, sorry, I don't mean to be ignoring anybody here. 10,000 for the base switcher. 8K requires HDMI 2.1A. There you go. We're using the Flex In on a Blackmagic Pocket 4K. Unfortunately, the HDMI out on the 4K and 6K is only 1080. Really? I'm looking at my screen in a screen right now, aren't I? That's very interesting. The HDMI out on this camera is only 1080? Wait, I don't understand. Are you supposed to be like recording to hard disk then, or what's the story there? I thought the whole purpose of this... What is the 4K output? SDI? Specs. Let's take a quick look here. Imaging, capture, raw recording. Wait. Variable frame rates. Built-in microphone. You know that's going to be some high quality stuff. IP streaming. Oh, can you use this like a webcam capture? 422 10-bit via HDMI. Raw output. Oh, here. USB can do, looks like 4K. That's so weird. One HDMI output. Why would they... Huh. So this is... Okay. That's... surprises me greatly. Because you would think that they would at least do 2K or 4K out of the HDMI port, right? Interesting. And unfortunate. So, yeah, it doesn't have a 4K out. There's a 6K and a 6K Pro version. What's the difference there, NetHab? I use a Pocket 6K non-Pro as my webcam. They have a live production camera that outputs 4K on 12G SDI. It surprises me not at all, says Beep Chirp. They may be redirecting the 1080p viewfinder stream for the... There you go. That's some good insight. Cinema line cameras. And let's just select the Blackmagic ones. Yoink. So 6K Pro is the #1 seller. That's the one we were just looking at, I thought. Then they have a 4K Pocket. This is just basically accessory packages. Ooh. 4.6K, $6,000. Yeah. The micro cinema camera records full HD. You know, for $1,000, that's not terrible. Mini Pro 12K. Also for $6,000. So wait, the Mini Pro 12K and the Mini Pro 4.6K are both the same price? What am I missing here, fellas? $6,000 and $6,000. 12K Super 3.5 HDR CMOS sensor. DCI 8K to 120 frames per second. 14 stop dynamic range. Wow. You know how big those files would be? Ridiculous. That's what they would be, for sure. Okay, backing up here. That camera is designed for recording with a specific application for live. Like that's what it's for. 6K and 6K Pro doesn't have 4K out either. The 4.6K is the older generation. It's on its way out. The 12K is its replacement. Why would you sell them? Why wouldn't you at least discount? Anyway, whatever. All good. All good. Yeah, I'd love to play around with those a little bit because I feel like that would be an interesting thing to see. Yeah. I am almost through my coffee, which means that this show is probably almost done. Yep, 11:56. You know what? I'm going to give us 5 extra minutes on this show, mostly because I ran 2 commercials this morning and not just the traditional one. So I don't want you to feel gypped at all. So we're going to go for an extra 5 minutes. We'll go to 12:05 a.m. Eastern time, not to be confused with any other time zones out there. So yeah, hang on, everybody. We're just talking about Blackmagic devices today. I know that seems weird, but we're in the business of capturing those types of cameras and those types of devices. And so BirdDog definitely plays in that realm. Blackmagic is traditionally known for doing its own thing, and that can be good and bad. Whereas they don't adhere to, kind of standards that are out there, but they also do make some pretty slick products. So credit where credit's due, man. We're not necessarily direct competitors. We convert video and they generate video, so it's good times. 12:05 Eastern time. I'm gonna hold you to that. Eastern time in the U.S. Boy, if you're requiring me to be this specific. Well, hopefully, let's take a peek again at the floor plan of NAB, because I would be interested to know where Blackmagic is going to be. Blackmagic. They are going to be in the North Hall. Whoa. Do you think they're compensating for something? So yeah, they've got a few things to show, evidently. And that is a humongous booth. It's 35 feet. Clear the ceiling height. That's a doozy, man. That's a whole block. And they're right across the road from Ross Video, which is cool. Interesting. So yeah, they are over in North Hall. Oh, I know this place. This is where yeah. Okay, so when I was there in 2019, there was an event. NewTek was doing an event, and that was when they were announcing VizRT merger and all that stuff. So I think I walked in through these doors and went to main stage. That was where the event was being held. I need to look and see what the schedule is for, like, what's actually happening. I'd like to see in order, please, not just like pictures of all of your preferred folks. All right, so on Thursday, workshops. Friday, drone day. Ooh. So yeah, there's a fair bit of stuff going on here. NAB technical brief. Okay, so there's a lot happening on Saturday. Sunday, this is the big one. All right, well, oh, this is kind of what I was looking for right here. Oh, well, there's a lot going on, and that is just Sunday. That's like opening day, technically. Monday, I can't imagine anybody having time to go to any of these. NAB show welcome. Wait, let me go back to Sunday. Okay. All right. Well, all good to know. Lots going to happen at NAB, and if you're in the biz, the Premiere Pro Bootcamp, it's torture. Really? Why do you say that? That's interesting. Crazy that they're so much bigger than Ross Video. Our BirdDog 12G and 12G quad encode our Blackmagic ATEM to NDI and work. Nice. That's great. You said AM. Ah, okay. Well, I'm going to break my promise. Sorry. Because I'm definitely not going for another 12 hours. My kids will wonder where I am. Oh, the software. Oh. Not the little Premiere Pro tutorial. Like, the software is only 12 hours to go. Listen here, Beep Chirp. I can't imagine that the people that employ you allow you to be that literal. Yeah, I mean, Blackmagic has a lot of stuff. Last time NAB was in Vegas, which is normally where it is, they had massive signs out front, you know, big banners and posters and stuff like that. So there's some money being invested in this show. And this kind of goes back to what I was talking about with NAB. Some people are like, it's going to be a bust, you know, or, well, NewTek's not even going to have a booth. They're going to be spread out at the Viz booth and at other locations like satellites. It's true. But I feel like this is the year that if they're going to if they're going to go big and make NAB something worth attending, this would be the year. And you know, I don't know there has been chat through the entire industry, but even at BirdDog, where it's like, okay, well, now that pandemic has happened and everything went virtual for 2 years and we did all right, what's the significance of what that means? And so I think we're finding out. I think that's what this is. Are you going to reinvent this year, John? I don't know. I know the BirdDog booth has a lot going on, and there's more salespeople at this booth than there ever has been in all of my employ at any convention. So there's a lot to see and a lot to talk about, and I feel like we're going to find out. We're going to find out if all this investment, all of, whatever the hype is going to be, that this is, where it's at. So it'll be very interesting to see what the outcome and how the company pulls away and feels about how it went, but also how the customers receive, the way that we present stuff at the booth. So ISE is on track to hit 100,000 registrations and expect 60,000 plus visitors this year. Wow. That's a doozy. Hey, Phil, we should talk about ISE, because I haven't heard much about it at this point in terms of, from a BirdDog perspective, so we should chat and see what the plan is. All right. Well, to the great disappointment of Beep Chirp. Oh, what's going on, CJ? Welcome. Thanks for joining us. Monty was or is here. So, yeah, you missed a little jump in there. We had a little celebration for him joining up with BirdDog. Is this the rumored late January NAB? Yeah, I don't know, but it might be. I don't know. I can't speak to that. It's not me. Okay, so to the great disappointment of Beep Chirp, we're going to sign off 12 hours early because that's how we roll. And me speaking without all the words processing through my frontal cortex got me in hot water, and I promised him that I would go for another 12 hours, and that's not what I meant. I meant 12:05 p.m. Eastern Time, and yes, you may be disappointed that I'm not going to do that, but hey, them's the breaks. So join us back on Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time for a 1-hour approximate show where we're going to try some of these Mexican candies and a Brazilian carbonated beverage to everyone's enjoyment. And so we will see how that goes. Oh, now you're late. So, join us on Thursday for, if nothing else, some more snacks on stream. Today, we had a go with our the spicy Korean ramen buldak cheesy mix, and we got through the whole bowl. I have evidence that that bowl is empty and is now turning the bowl orange, and so it wasn't so bad. I'm not dead. I ate the whole thing and would probably eat it again if it wasn't 600 calories. So good stuff. Thank you, Beep Chirp, for sending those along. I'm enjoying this, even though it hurts a little bit. It's worth it, and yeah, it gives us something definitely to do. We do have fruit flavored, some Vasi Ricos. I don't know. See, we've got so much stuff, so we gotta spread it out a bit. We've been doing these bowls of ramen noodles on Tuesdays, and then we're doing candies and stuff on Thursdays. So, yeah, there is time for us to go through some of this. So, oh, there's Monty. He's still here. Anyway, so there's still time, and we will continue to plan those out. I don't want to overload the palette, right? So we'll do a couple. It might be Vasi Ricos on Thursday. It might be these strange unmarked Mexican candies. But yes, join us on Thursday. And hey, look, the whole purpose of this is for you to bring your questions, your NDI questions here, and get live feedback from BirdDog people. And if it's not just me, then we're gonna have, we've got Bird Dog Brayton, got Balu, got Senseless, we have CJ, we have Monty, we have Phil. Normally Tim's on here. There's a lot of Bird Dog guys that hang around and help answer questions. So if it's a sales question, we've got salespeople. If it's a support question, I will do my best to answer it. And if we don't know, we'll say we don't know, and we'll try and find out for you after the show. So feel free to bring your questions. That is the whole point of this. It's a little live chat with the community. Tell your friends, tell your family, invite anybody that's of relevance. Yeah, and we will definitely give you a hand. Oh, Tim's here. Greetings from London. Yeah, this could be your thing. It's true. It definitely could be my thing. You wanted fruit flavored, so I found some fruit flavor. Okay, yes, which we received. You're not shipping more, are you? You definitely don't need to ship anything for a couple of weeks. You could do live support over a bowl of spicy ramen. You and the support person. I am the support person. Oh, the person asking for support? They ask you questions about the problems while you are both eating spicy ramen. You know, there's something there. There might be something there that we can work with. I don't know if I can ship every person that has an NDI question a thing of ramen. But I ate it and then asked for NDI questions. We just didn't have any today, so that's all good. We decided to talk about Black Magic stuff instead. Any experience with NDI groups on the Pro 4K converters? Have a support ticket in with you regarding this. Alrighty. What do you mean about groups? So you're probably talking about 4K family, right? So the 4K HDMI, 4K SDI, 4K quad. Okay, so officially it's called the 4K family. I assume that's what you're talking about. Sort of like Hot Ones, but for this stream. There you go. Spicy Ramen Support Network. I don't know if I could eat ramen every week indefinitely, but yes. Okay, so you have the 4K HDMI. What about the groups? First of all, you're on the latest firmware. That's always a question. Up to date on the LTS one. The groups, what about the groups are you having issues with? You're adding the group, but it's not seeing it from the other devices, or I want to send to an NDI group instead of the public. Okay. So, yeah, you'll need to create a text file that you can upload. That should be listed in the manual. If it's not, let me know. But you upload a text file with the group name inside in quotations. And if you have a ticket in, you can ask the agent that you're working with to send you like that template from the ones that we have. And then you can just replace the name that's in the template with the group name that you're going to use. I really suggest keeping it fairly straightforward in terms of don't make it super confusing and whatever, just groups and a lowercase name for the group, and then add it in Access Manager and add it to any other NDI devices on your network that you want to be able to interact with that group. But yeah, essentially that's how that's done. I've tried this, but it still sends to public. Is it possible to not send to public? I don't know. I'll have to look into that, I think, because I don't know if it's possible to take it out of the public group. Yeah, let me ask somebody for you. I can't guarantee we're going to get any answer back here today, but we definitely update your ticket and say, hey, I was talking to John on the show about this. Can you follow up with him? And then I'll see what I can do about finding some info on that for you. Hey, a quick question. Hey, random Facebook user. Is the Bird Dog Together program for Houses of Worship still running? Yes, it is. You can reach out to them at together@bird-dog.tv. Please submit your recent purchase, Bird Dog purchase, and your proof of non-profit status. Those are required, and we check that email about once a week. So if you send something over there, you will hear something within 7 days. But if you send us your non-profit status, something official, please, And if you send us your invoice, that should be expedited for you. Yeah, okay, so let me just... Cool. Hey from Singapore, by the way. Hey. How's it going? Hey from Michigan. Thanks for jumping on and asking a question. Yeah, by all means. Shoot us a message and we should be in touch. We have a group for all PCs and TriCaster in our studio because we don't want them available to everyone on the network, but I can't get it to work with our new 4K HDMI. It's not called a Pro 4K. That's not what it's called. The ticket is new, so I'm sure they'll get back to me. Okay, cool. House of Worship has bought a ton of BirdDog stuff. There you go. Well, I know you're a BirdDog user, Beep Chirp. Yep, just need a proof of nonprofit status, because that's what it's really for. Educational institutions and nonprofit organizations. We offer comms in Central. The inevitable question that we get all the time in that is, I do some of these, by the way. The inevitable question is, what about the other software you offer? Can we have that for free? And it's like, okay, calm down. No, Central and Comms Pro and Central Pro are what the Together program are about. And so that's what we offer at this time. Okay. So yeah, let me ask that question for you to one of my engineer guys, and we'll see if he knows anything about that. If he doesn't, I can of course test it here in the office, so find out if that works. I've got a TriCaster and a fairly straightforward flat network, and so we could easily find out if the public group is still picking it up after the fact. So yeah, we'll check that out. And if we still haven't gotten a solution for you, come back on Thursday and hound me about it again, and I'll see what I can do. All right, folks, I am going to wrap it up because there's a whole bunch of stuff going on. I heard the UPS guys show up, so that probably means more shipments are here. But I'm really happy, really thankful that you guys have spent the hour with me. Thank you so much for being a part of this little community, and we'll just keep it going as long as people are interested. Don't miss Thursday's show for more snacks on stream provided by Beep Chirp, who is keeping the BirdDog employees well fed. And yeah, we are committed to, as long as it doesn't kill me, yeah, we will keep on keeping on trying these strange foods that keep showing up at the office. So, are Kevin and myself doing your stream during NAB? Currently, no. That is not the plan. We will see what I work out at that point. But as of right now, no. All right, guys. Hopefully you're doing well. I am going to clear my slides real quick and yoink and set this up for our outro. I really hope you guys are doing well. And we will catch you again on Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time here in the U.S. for an approximate 1-hour show. All of this is purely for Beep Chirp's benefit. Hopefully you're doing well. Have a great start to the week, and we'll see you closer to the end. All right, guys. Later.
Here we go!